Hello children, how are you? I hope you are fit and fine and doing good at home. Now today we're going to start a new topic, that is an email. Now, how to write an email. This is a very interesting topic. One should know that how to write an email. So in this chapter we're going to study the meaning, types, format and some few examples. So we will going to cover all these 4 points, meaning, types, format and examples. So let's get started. First we're going to see the meaning. What is an email? Email stands for electronic mail. It is a method of exchanging messages between people using electronic devices. Now, electronic devices can be your PC, your laptop, your palm top, your tab, or even your mobile phones. So it is very much important that we should have a proper electronic device so that we can send an email easily. Now, email is cheaper as well as faster also. It is the most effective means of communication. Why it is cheaper and faster? Because you need only an internet connection and a good device so that you can send your email easily. Through email you can also send the attachments which you cannot do in SMS. You can also send lengthy messages to the person you want to be. Email entered limited use in the 1960s, but users could only send to users of the same computer, and some early email systems required the author and the recipient to both be online simultaneously, similar to instant messaging. Next we have types. We have 2 types, formal and informal. Children, make sure that in formal email you have to follow the format strictly. In informal you can write the way you want, because you're going to write an email to your family, friends, relatives. But for formal email, make sure that the format should be followed strictly. Now, in formal format we will going to see that first we have to see the opening. Dear Mr. Miss, with surname. Now over here you have to write, like suppose, Dear Ashok Singh. Or if you don't want to mention the name, so you can just write Dear Sir or Dear Madam. Then next we have like thank you for your letter, so it is like an intro. So these are the intro lines. Then we have the final things, what you want to be in an email. Now make sure that whatever you are writing, the body part, it should be straightforward while writing an email. Then last we have the closing lines. In closing lines, these are the things you can mention. So you have to follow these things, then only you can able to write a good email. Now, informal. In this you don't need to follow the pattern or follow the format strictly, because you are going to write an email to your friends, your family and your relatives, and these points you are going to follow. First is the opening lines, that is hi, hello, along with the first name. You don't need to mention the surname, because your family, friends, relatives, they know your surname. So only hi Raj, dear Rohan, like this. Then we have intro, then we have the body part, and then the last conclusion lines. And then down you are going to write best wishes, love, all the best, like this, along with your name, your contact number and your email if possible. Now see this format. Now see on top, to and subject columns given. In to column you will going to write the receiver's email address to whom you want to send an email, and subject column you will going to write a short brief note that what an email is all about. It should be precise, don't make it too lengthy. Clear? Then follow the format, the body part of an email, then conclusion, and at the end you will going to put your name, your contact number and your email address if possible. So these things you have to follow while writing a formal email. Now let's move on to the another format. This is the format of informal email. Same thing, to and subject column. In to you are going to write the receiver's email address. In subject column again you will going to write a short note about an email, and then follow the informal format, hi, hello, then your body part. Now in informal you can increase the strength of your email. It depends upon your mood. Yes, if you want to write more and more, so you can write, because this is an informal email, so you can make it brief, and at the end you will going to write yours truly, yours lovingly, along with your first name. If you want to write your contact number or email address, so you can, but don't write your surname, only first name. I hope the formats are clear. Now let's see some examples based on formal and informal format, so that you can able to understand that how question comes in examination and how you will going to write. Now this is first example of formal email. Read the question. You are Sanjay or Sanjana. Now who you are? Sender. You are a sender, either Sanjana or Sanjay. You want to buy an air conditioner and need to know details like the price, the cooling capacity, warranty, electricity consumption, installation charges, etc. So you are going to write an email to Sai Electricals. Who's the receiver? Sai Electricals, and email ID of Sai Electricals is saielectricals321@gmail.com. Inquiring about the same. You can add other details also if you want to. So read the question nicely, and then we will going to write an email. Now check out the answer. In to column we have written the receiver's email address, that is saielectricals321@gmail.com. In subject we have written a precise note that what the email is all about. Inquiry for purchase of LG air conditioner. This is short so that it is understood that this email is all about the purchasing of LG air conditioner. Now next is salutation, that is sir, madam. Now over here we have written sir, madam. We have not mentioned name, so it is good to write sir or madam. Then I am Sanjay or Sanjana from Gautam Nagar and I want to buy an LG air conditioner, and as you are the dealer of the same, kindly provide the below mentioned information at the earliest. So these are the informations which I wanted to know from Sai Electricals about LG air conditioner. And at last the closing lines, expecting a prompt reply. Regards, Sanjay or Sanjana. Then my email address as well as my contact number. So this is the format of formal email. Everything is straightforward, it's not lengthy also. So we will going to write a formal email like this. Now next Second example is about informal email. Read the question. You are Raj or Radha. You visited Goa in your summer vacations. Write an email in not more than 120 words. Now over here word limit is given. Why word limit is given? Because informal emails can be lengthy also. So over here we have mentioned that don't exceed more than 120 words. To your friend summer at summer33@gmail.com. So this is the receiver's email address, Summer's email address, to tell him about your trip. Which trip? The Goa trip, including interesting details. So now over here we are going to include the details that what I have seen or observed while visiting Goa. So I'm going to write all the detail about Goa. Now this is informal email. Now on top in 2 column I have written the Summer's email address, that is summers33@gmail.com, and then in subject column I have written my Goa trip. Very short, very precise, my Goa trip. And then I have started with salutation. Hi Summer, I had an enjoyable trip to Goa this summer vacation, so on. And at the end I have written with the closing lines, it's been a week since I returned and I have already started missing Goa. You must also plan a trip to Goa in the vacations. Yours sincerely, Rahul, Raj, Radha, whatever you want to write. Now over here we have not mentioned our contact number or email address. If you want to write, you can write. It's up to you. Choice is yours. If you want to add, you can, otherwise no problem. I hope children that you have learned that how to write an email using electronic devices. Now how to write an email in your examination. So check this. This is your answer sheet and this is the way of writing an email in your answer sheets. We are going to follow the same pattern. Now this is the format of a formal email. So starting with to, along with email address or email ID of the receiver, then we have subject, then salutation, dear madam, then the whole body part of an email, then closing lines along with yours faithfully, then name, contact number and sender's email ID. So I hope this writing an email is very much clear to everyone now. Thank you so much and have a nice day. God bless you.